Hey guys, Susanny here. I've got now my collection of sewing papers, and I'm going to be making some like journal things to stick in there. I'll show you. Just at the moment I've just got stuff everywhere. A bit of a close-up. Hopefully that's, you just saw it quickly in the thumbnails. I'm probably may leave it at that because that's where it'll sit. Yeah, I probably, when I get some more extra, buttons and charms and everything that I really like, I'll add it to it. I just sort of wanted to get it going, so they will be there. Love how that's turned out. It's so cute. Now, I've got, better move some bits and pieces. It's actually such a beautiful day today. It's so gorgeous. Really, really nice autumn day, which is a nice change. It was a bit cold and rainy, as you guys heard in the background. Okay, move some stuff over. Okay, so what I want to do is make some journal covers. Also wouldn't mind turning these into pockets as well. I've got one, I need to get another one. I think there's some more somewhere. This was just a bag full of stuff. So I've got this awesome, I think it might be 1970s. Can't remember. Looks 1970s anyway. Book, which I'm going to use some of the pages. I'll flip them up. Like this one, it's on lace, so I want something nice for in the background. I'll flip them up so you can have some nice stuff in the background, and then they're going to be little tuck spots for in the journals. So I've got plenty of these pages to do that, so it's a sewing book. Then I've got quite a few of these golden hands on my Etsy store actually. They're only $5 and they're from the 1970s as well, but they're really heavy because of the book, and I've offered, if you want to have them and it'll be cheaper postage, just the inserts, because this is where the weight is in. I think I've probably still got maybe about 8 left, but every one of them have got awesome stuff. You can see I've used quite a bit. And then they're nice matte finishes, dressmaking, I really love this paper too, the matte paper. Heaps of knitting stuff. So I've ripped out a few bits and pieces of that. I thought this was rather appropriate. It's called What Is in a Sampler? Even though the colours are hideous. Some people may like those colours, but just really 70s. It shows how like all the different, like the Florentine, but I thought I wouldn't mind incorporating that actually into the journal. I quite like that. Part of me would like to keep it as a whole picture. It may not be able to because of the, because it shows what stitches they are. So what else have I got? Quite home sewing, I quite like that, and I like some of the stitches on there. I think I got it for Successful Tools. Really like these pictures, I think they're really cool. So some nice laces, quite like them. They would probably, I'm going to use some pictures for, and I love that too. I think that's really nice. So all the different yarns. So yeah, because it is a sampler one, I'd like to utilise some of the sample stuff. So I've got these. I'll turn into little button holders. They're from the Jello Girl. Just photocopied those off. Okay. So the 3 lots of, they're all from Kazar Craft. One of them is, Mademoiselle, that range. And then Miss Betty collection. I've probably got the most of that. And then there's another one, Needles and Thread, I think it's called. So all my, yeah, needle and thread collection. So all the ones because I used to do a lot of scrapbooking and I've always liked sewing, so every time they have a sewing one out I always grab it. But look, I've got the most of Miss Betty. It's so gorgeous. I love this one. And I just thought these, because they're a little bit sturdier and they're double-sided, would make good covers, because we want just small journal covers. So I'll go through those collections. I said I was going to use my tea dyed paper or coffee dyed paper. So that's the width, and it's folded in half, and that was proven to be quite a good size, even height wise, to make journals about this size. So how big is that? It's just a little bit under 6. So because they're 12 by 12, that would be all right. It'll give us a little bit of extra. And 8 1/4. There we go. So I'll do 8 1/2 by 6. I actually really like this, and I think that sort of goes nice with that side, and it goes nice with that side as well. So I'd like to actually maybe put a journal with some journal pages in the middle. I quite like that as well. So, and then just make some little journals. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go through my collection, and it's a real pity that that's not on that side, because that's the front of the journal and that's the back, which is such a pain. Why they do that, I don't know. So these would be really nice just to cut, a real nice cut apart. Got a bit of a glossiness to it. That's from the Mademoiselle, or whatever you call it, collection. And then I've got all old pieces of ephemera from old books. How cute are these? Little mice. Okay, you probably can't see it because I'm down too low. Now, I need to get out. These are all bits and pieces. Kept them for a reason. Sorry guys, waving the stuff all over the place. Okay, now I need to pick. See, once again, on that side. Why did I do that? So annoying. Okay. I quite like that one. So I might grab that one as a cover. I don't mind. I love that. I think that is beautiful. That's going to be a cover. I like the inside as well. These just make, I don't mind that colour, but I like the doily cutouts. I think they're really nice. What's this one? That's pretty bright, isn't it? Wow. Maybe. I like this one. Yes. I like both sides. They are so nice. Great for writing stuff on. Okay, here we got. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of each. Really like this too. I think this is really cool. The bobbins, but I like that side, and I've got quite a few of those. And this is actually, yes, I'll use that. So that's from the Needle and Thread one, and I've got a couple of them. So there we go. They are else we got? Oh, this one happens to be on the right side as well. That's good. Okay, I think that's the Mademoiselle. And that's it. Look at these. I've only got a few left, but I love it. All the butterflies. So pretty. Okay. I'll keep that one out. I'm keeping the dregs because I'm going to need some of the end pieces. Yeah, that's that collection. When I fold over the page, so I've got all the little end pieces which I'm going to use. Okay, sorry guys, you get to see my thought process. So this is why you never get rid of all the end pieces. So here we go. That's Miss Betty, so nice. Some of these have had it. Okay. Craft. Cleaning up. Okay. I quite like that one. I really quite like that one. That would make a really good cover. Lots of little clocks on there. I'm going to have a cup of tea. Oh, this is a cup of coffee from the Simplicity. Awesome papers. Now, what did I say? I was going to do 8.5 because it was 8.25. Oh, good. I was a bit worried. I wasn't going to get it all in. 8.5. Then I've got this dreg. Okay, so that's going to be one of the little journal covers that's going to go in. Very nice. So I've got a few that I'm going to make, so I'll just pick out some of the ones. So I'll go 8.5 again. And I got that. Probably use the leftover bits with it. Makes them upside down. And because the colours I've used are sort of, that's the thing, because you've got a certain taste that you like and things just seem to work together really well. With my fabrics, because I love pastels, I've got a lot of pastel covers. I might have enough to do 4. I don't know, I think I might even use that actually in the journal itself. I do love that and I do love that. So and these will be bits that I cut out. So this bit off. It's the end bit, but it's got buttons all over it. These end pieces are actually quite good sometimes. Okay. 8.5. Oop. I got that. And then cut this piece off. I love the other side as well. So pretty. Now I've got plenty of extra papers and all that to make all the extra bits when I do another journal. I've got the most perfect picture that I'm going to have as a cover. So for me, I think there's probably more sewing-y stuff in this section. So I'll do 8.5 from there. Ooh, do I just get the scissors? Maybe I'll do it a little higher. You're going to cut everything off, stuff it. You can always cut something off, aren't you? Cut the bird in half. Okay, so that will be folded this way. Love the Miss Betty collection, it is so nice. That looks beautiful both sides, this one. So that's that. And then this one as well. Okay. That's what I like. I love DigiKit paper, but making covers for journals and stuff, you can't go past the scrapbooking paper because it's a little bit thinner. But what I like about the DigiKit stuff, it's because it's on copy paper, it doesn't bulk it up, which is really good. So I'm going to keep aside these ones that I've cut off. There you go. Oh, I didn't cut that end bit off. I was wondering why it was so much bigger. And this has got stickers on there. Sometimes the stickers come off. I'll keep this actually, put it aside. And that's going to go in the middle of that one. I might make it bigger. Love that. And just have some pages in the middle. Okay. Okay, put these aside. Now, I'll just make one for now. I'll do the rest off camera. Which one do I want to do? They're all so nice, aren't they? I do like that one. Okay, oh, that's so pretty. So, grab all these. Now, I've got some of that paper. Now, what else have we got? I've bought, but I'm going to probably put a couple of these. This is my coffee dyed paper. And maybe a couple of these, just the pink. I've got a whole box of this pink coloured paper. There we go. And then what I'm going to do today, I probably will end up moving all that stuff out of the way. I've got on my book. Sorry guys, I am still here. This one. Did I end up taking it out? I may have. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. So what I want to do with these is have some of them in there. They might be a tad long, but I can fold them in. I like that they're already pages. that? Fold it up probably about 3.5. That'll work. Going that way. I like that. Or no, I'm going to do it that way. I quite like the stitches and everything on there. So fold that up by 3.5. But then as you can see, it's quite long. So how wide? Wow. Go in by 6. Did it on one side, do it on the other as well. There we go. Now, well, that works in well because one side's got wonder if that's going to work. Better go up. Okay, take that off and I'll put that down. Have to be careful. So I'll fold that in there like that. And this gives me a tuck spot in here, which is really cool. So what I was wanting these extra bits of stuff for was to make, to cover, to put some stuff on here. I like the lace pieces, but I can probably put some other bits and pieces on there. And then on the inside here, there's a little tuck spot in here, which is pretty cool. So I'm not going to have a great deal. Quite like the pink next to that. Have 2 in front. And 2 behind. I might have there's one that's got a little bit of lace on there, so I'll have that on the inside. Okay, I think that's enough because I don't want it with too much stuff in there because I don't want them too thick, because I'm going to have quite a few of these little journals, and I think that's enough. See, oh, it's still coming out, but by the time you sew that, and then on those I'm going to be adding some of my, you know, the like this sort of stuff. I really like that. I'll add pictures of that, some of the lace, you know, incorporate some of this sort of stuff. I really do like that, like the scissors and everything. So what I'm going to do today, well, I've done that, is make some stuff in there. Okay, so these are going to be sewn, but in the meantime I am going to make sure that they're completely down. And have some pretty stuff in them. So this is that one. This is what I mean by make this over like that, that over like that. I reckon that might be enough. And the butterflies right in the middle. That'll cover that. That'll look really nice. There you go. Well, that's simple. Okay, fold that in half. Actually, I might fold it so that the butterfly is right in the middle, because it was a tad long. There we go. Was a tad long in one place, I think. No, I think it fitted exactly, which is a real bugger. Well, it's good, but we could probably have a little bit of writing, a bit of, you know, stuff in the middle. I might do that. Who says you can't, eh? So I'm going to so that'll work out with all of them. Well, the bit that I cut off is actually the exact right size. So how cool is that? And I might do a tad off the top or the bottom. Maybe the bottom, just get rid of that bird head, or actually there's nothing really on the top. Just so that it has a little bit of the magazine showing underneath. So ink. And I might even ink on the edges as well. Okay, cool. Well, that was the easiest solution. Because this has got a lot of stuff on there, I don't need to do much more, whereas some of the others, like, that's all it's got on there. So, you know, just I'll probably put some stickers and bits and pieces on those. Okay, now I need some backing paper in order for me to glue I think I need a new one. Looking a bit had it. I mean, these are fairly simple. Nothing new under the sun, but just this is my process of what I'm doing of making these. And you're just coming along for the ride. Okay. Okay. Such a beautiful day today. I've got the window behind me. The blind is up and it's just so pretty. Love beautiful autumn days. Okay. There we go, fold that up. I mean, because it is a sewing journal, I may still like stitch it on before it's being put into the journal, which I think would look really nice. Okay, now I quite like that. So that's going to be folded there like that. The only thing is, when you do this sort of stuff, I probably would have been better off cutting it in half and having them individually, because it sits better. Oh my goodness, I'm cutting the actual paper. Oh, so there you go, learn from my mistake. All you guys are probably screaming at the camera, what are you doing underneath? Okay, it's just when I fold it, now that I've cut it, it's going to sit a lot better. Yeah, I've got to undo it from this end too. Okay. Oh, this is what happens when you do things on the fly. Things don't always work out how they're supposed to. Okay. Now, definitely need to sew it now, because I've ripped it. Well, the next one I will do a little, get your piece of paper that you like and cut it in half. Like, it'll be the right size, so you just need to cut it in half because it sits better. Okay, so you can see, even though I've stuffed it up, it actually sits better when you fold it. And because I've only used Yoo-Hoo glue, okay, you know, it really does need some sewing, so I'll sew around. And but if you look at it, see how much better that sits. I'll do a little individual piece for on there as well. Okay, now what have we got for there? Move all my stuff out of the way. Silks for patchwork. Or, oh, I like that. Yep. Maybe a longer one. Yep, almost the perfect size. I still see a little bit of the thing. How high is that? I want to get that. This is why you don't throw out your scraps. Now, quite like that. And then I want that on there, so that part there. Maybe a little more. Sorry guys. Okay. Okay, so hopefully there's got enough of the white and all that around that. Just stick that on there, and then I'll do the other side. This is just having a bit of fun playing. I might even have a doily in there, you know. Actually, that might work. Got some pretty coffee dyed doily that I've just made up. Okay. Now, that side. How wide? Where the music is. Okay. I'll have that like that because it is pretty busy, the paper. Oh, it's funny. Oh, it's on the other side, so I'll cut off that and a bit of this and some of the flower. Need to cut off some more flower. Do you like my precise cutting? It's awesome, isn't it? Makes you feel right at home. Okay, a little more. Oh, we're going to cut all the flower head off. There we go. And then it's a little wide. So cut a strip off this side and a small strip off that side. Can't believe it's still too big. Okay. There we go. Okay. After this, I'm just going to pause and then I'll do some sewing. And yeah, I'll be back. I'll probably sew the actual journal together. I might get a doily. Where are we? 38 minutes. Geez, doesn't take long, does it? Okay, so I'll pause for now, and what I'm going to do is sew around these so that they will stay down. I might find a doily and put it in, then I'm going to do a sewing stitch to sew it all together. So I'll be back with that. Okay, hang 10. Okay, back again. What I did is I got one of these doilies. I folded it in half like this. I thought I wanted to add a doily since it's got doilies and everything on there, but doilies are sort of all part and parcel of sewing. And then I folded it up like that. So that they now are pockets to hold stuff. I don't think I'm going to glue that down. Because I think it would probably, that's fine, the stitching's done the job. So just going to, so this is for all my notes and bits and pieces. I actually glued that down because that had come up, and I've also in hindsight noticed this is a little bit too long, so I need to make it when I do for the next ones. When I score them, I'm going to score them a little bit less than the 6, because by the time you add the extra papers, So here we'll need some glue, unless I leave it. Don't know. And also I'm thinking too, it was quite difficult sewing it. So what I might do for the next lot is actually sew around them before I actually put them in, and then stick them on. So I might leave it open. I quite like, I don't mind that look. So, and then we've got to fold it over on this side. It's just been sewn. Yeah, see, because it's sewn down here and here, so it's fine. No, nothing's going to go anywhere. That way it can still flip open. And then here, ugh, that's been sewn down. I needed to glue the other side, whereas this was big enough for it to be sewn down. Quite like how these have turned out. So I'll make about 4 like this, and that's just to store bits and pieces in, and then I might even make some fabric ones as well. So I'll have some stuff that I can do writing and pin things to, and sewing stuff, and tuck things in. Quite like how that's turned out. This last edition of this I think is quite nice. And then, where are we? Get me a little pocket. I'll show you. I mean, this is the centre one, but once all that's done, that'll slide in there quite well, and it really, that's why I only made 4. So I'll have little things to go on the back, whereas on here still got to figure out what I'm going to do on the blank pages, whether I actually stitch on them. See, that's why I haven't sewn, because you know they're blank, and whether I actually do the stitching and stuff on them, or yeah, I'm not sure yet. So that's something I can figure out in the next one. And I also want to make some little tuck spots with the where are they? Well, it's all work in progress anyway. The patterns. So yeah, I rather like how that's turned out. That looks quite nice in there. But just for the middle page, I am going to make a journal. I'll fold that in half, and then make one that goes all the way up to the page, and just have some pages and stuff in there in the middle. I think quite like that. I quite like this too. I think if I cut that in half, I could probably have those as little pages. I think they're really, really sweet. Okay, no worries. Well, you're seeing my little process, so I'll stop the camera now and I'll make my other lots, which is these ones, because I've got 8 pockets to fill, so I'm going to be filling them with all different bits and pieces. Okay guys, thank you very much, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.